I'm Linda Labar from Huron Technologies. We're here today to talk about effective mold release selection. Molders call us when they have a release agent problem they need us to correct. But it isn't as simple as selecting a product from a list. Huron Technologies has a 5-part process embedded in its ISO 9001 quality system to aid in this process. The 5 steps include information gathering, product selection, communicating with the customer and providing a sample, testing and validation, and technical assistance. Joining me now is Clark Borgeson, Huron's President and Director of Product Development. Clark, you've worked with hundreds of clients. What can you share with us about the information gathering process?
Well, Linda, at first we engage the customer in conversation to discuss the improvements that they want to make with the new mold release. And during that discussion, we ask them for key pieces of information about their process. And that includes the mold material that the molds are made out of, the molding polymer, mold temperature, and key pieces of timing that occur within the process, maybe cure time or dwell time, in addition to other timing information. While we're collecting this information, we document it on a form, and we have the form so that we can make sure that we have complete and consistent information about the customer and his process.
The second step is product selection. Now, I know that's not just choosing a product from the list. What insight can you give us concerning product selection?
Well, what we do is we look at the process information that we've collected from the customer and the improvements that they're expecting to achieve with the new product. And then we assess that against our core products to see what we have that can be a reasonable fit for the customer. Sometimes we have a core product that'll meet the requirements, and other times we may need to modify an existing product to meet the timing requirements of the customer. As you can expect, we have hundreds of products, and the situation of selecting the best product for the customer is sometimes a difficult one.
Step 3 is communicating with the customer about the selected product and sending a sample out. Usually those samples are sent within 24 hours of selection. Clark, what can you tell us about the testing process, which comes next?
Well, the testing process involves the customer trying out the product within their process. So essentially we're moving from a laboratory situation to a manufacturing situation. So a lot of tests can be done by the customer with assistance provided by Huron over the phone. In some situations, it's more helpful for a Huron engineer or chemist to visit the customer's location and personally involve themselves in the test itself.
Is this just a one-time test?
Well, usually it's not. Some customers will start small, and if it's successful, then they'll move to a larger test, perhaps maybe 3 or 4 molds in a second test before they attempt a full line conversion.
With the release agent in testing, Huron's relationship with the customer enters the 5th phase in the process, technical assistance. What can you tell us, Clark, about the type of technical assistance Huron can provide?
In the technical assistance phase, we work with the customer to help them adjust the process parameters that are important to them. And this includes selecting the right spray gun, selecting the right pressures and outputs to use on the spray equipment. It also involves utilizing our technical people, both our chemists and engineers. In some situations, there's new requirements that are uncovered during the testing phase, and it's important that the technical people more fully understand the requirements of the customer. And when that occurs, we use our chemists to modify the existing product to make it more closely meet the requirements of the customer.
This process is important because all molders choose their mold release company. Huron Technologies is about providing value, efficient production, cost savings, and involving the customer to make certain the release agent meets all of their needs. Thank you.